Hello everyone, I'm Paul McGuire Grimes. This Paul's trip to the movies. Trolls World Tour hits Blu-ray and DVD July 7th, and I got to sit down with Rachel Bloom to talk about the film and what it's like voicing a villain. Take a look. Paul McGuire Grimes, KSTP, Minneapolis, St. Paul. Rachel, fantastic work in the movie. The animation is stunning. What is the best part of voicing an animated character? Because it feels like the ideal job.
It's great. All you have to worry about is your voice, and there's a lot of time to play. The thing is, when you're on a film set, you have limited time because we got to go to the next scene. There's only so much you can play, but with animation, you can play as long as you want, and you can give as many options as you want. That having been said, it is so the voice is such a small part of what the movie is because that's all I'm lending to it. I am just in awe of everyone else who worked on this film. I mean, the animation is, as you said, it is truly stunning.
Did any of Barb's facial expressions come from what you were doing in the booth? And did you have any input on the character's design?
No input on the character. The character was Barb. Even when I think I came into audition, she looked great. So that helped me to look at her and kind of form the voice. I don't know. They were videotaping me the entire time. So I didn't have a camera on my face, but I imagine they maybe used some facial expressions for her. Maybe I'll give it a rewatch and see if I can spot myself.
Yeah, you should. We both have music theater backgrounds. Was there a musical or a movie that inspired you to become a performer?
Oh, oh God. I would say, I mean, I was exposed to musicals at a very young age because my mother plays piano, and my grandfather was an amateur actor and
Cool.
stand-up comedian. So between the two of them, there was a lot. I saw Guys and Dolls. I saw community theater production of Guys and Dolls when I was 5. That was pretty special.
Good. I did that in high school. When you think about the power of music, I mean, this movie has such great messages for kids about coming together in harmony. And what do you think of with the power that music can have on us? What comes to mind there?
Well, it accesses our emotions in a way that nothing else can.
Mhm.
Um, there's a reason that it's part of every human culture in history has some form of music. It is part of who we are. It's part of our expression. And I think the movies point that we're not all the same. And that's great. How boring would it be if we were all the same? If there was only one type of music? All types of music coming together and being distinct is what makes the world. And it's, I think, a microcosm of America.
You have one of the best and my favorite lines in the movie. You say, "Hating things takes a lot of energy," and that really rings true. Was that on purpose that like the villain of the movie was going to have like the most poignant line?
Gosh, I don't know. You would have to ask the screenwriters.
Right.
I do love that line. I do love that line. And I think that a lot of things Barb says are really poignant because she is a villain who believes she's fundamentally doing the right thing. And
Oh,
that's most villains.
yeah.
Most villains aren't going, ha ha, I'm so evil. Most villains say, no, I'm righteous.
Mm.
And I'm the one who's right here and I'm the victim. And that's what makes uh some of the most villainous people so scary is because you can't talk them out of what they believe because they believe they're in the right.
Mhm. I have to tell you, my producer Christian is a huge Crazy Ex-Girlfriend fan to the point where he bought the Serrano's sign at the silent auction that you guys were having.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
And
Oh,
then saw you guys
nice.
at Radio City Music Hall. So I just wanted to tell you that there's big love for Crazy Ex-Girlfriend here in Minneapolis. So kudos on such a great show.
Oh, that's great. I really want to go there when I
Oh,
can when we can travel again in 10 years.
tell me about it. It's rough. Well, thank you so much. It was great talking to you today. Trolls World Tour was so delightful. I'm so glad that kids get to watch it.
Me too. Thank you so much.
Thank
So
you.
nice talking to you.
Yeah, you too. Thanks, Rachel. Thank you so much for watching my interview with Rachel Bloom. I had a blast talking to her. Don't forget to click subscribe on my YouTube channel. I have some other interviews with people like Kevin Bacon, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and Judd Apatow. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Paul's Movie Trip. I want to hear what your thoughts are on Trolls World Tour, and go to my website, paulstriptothemovies.com, for even more. Thank you so much for watching. This is Paul's Trip to the Movies.